So Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are playing one of their tougher games. I would have thought, you know what, pretty easy win. Not like too tough of a game. Like, very winnable game. Look, Asia's not playing. Asia Wilson's not playing. She was in a walking boot. Surely she's not playing. No, she's playing. She's playing. Like, that just sums it up, doesn't it? That she is, in fact, playing this game. But, yeah, before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit... Oh, what shit? Oh, crap. We just hit him. 34,300. That was our goal. That was our goal by the end of the day. And also, if you guys are interested in any merch, it will be in the comments below. But we do have some 22BA. Because for copyright reasons, edited picture. And if you guys want something that looks like a WNBA hoodie with the face of it, or with an edited picture that looks something like the face of the WNBA on it, you can get it here. And it's cheap as well. It's cheap. I'm barely making any profit off these. This is just for the lols. But this is what Caitlin Clark has said about Asia Wilson. Probably going to be the MVP. And I don't really mind, because like, I'm not saying she's not deserving. She's been exceptional.
Yeah, she's pretty incredible. I mean, you watch her and it's unguardable. There's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Like, she's just that dominant, whether it's her mid-range game, she can put it on the floor. She's just so athletic, but also she affects the game on both ends. Like, she's a really good defensive player, great rim protector, just so athletic. And obviously she's been able to shoot the three pretty well this year too. So it's fun to watch. I mean, like I said, like, everybody in the league knows you can't guard it. You basically just live with what she's going to do to you every single night. It's just you contain it as best you can, and she's going to make some shots that are really tough. And like I said, like it's going to be a tall task. It's going to take multiple people. You just hope to contain it the best you can.
He's not wrong. Basically just called Asia Wilson unguardable. And I mean, look, in the WNBA, especially if you're the Indiana Fever, where you're probably going to have to start an Alyssa Smith on her, this is going to be a Temi game. Temi's really got to play well in this game. Obviously, she is talking about Asia right here, but like, it is funny that she called Asia Wilson unguardable. And I think at the WNBA level, especially with some of the defenders they have, yeah, I'm not gonna say she's not pretty much unguardable, but I will say there is a bit of a, not even a bit of a hint. Stop letting her go left. I just found, like, for all WNBA coaches and like players, stop forcing Asia Wilson left. Like, I have genuinely not seen a team force her right. And like, I get it. If you force her right, sometimes she can still attack left and she gets a better chance. They literally like part like the freaking Moses part of the Red Sea in order to let her drive left and go up every single time. Like, the only way you can stop Asia Wilson, like, Caitlin Clark is right that you just have to live with what she gives you. Like, she's 100% right. And like, I'm not going to go into the Caitlin Clark giving someone praise, whereas others don't. Plenty of people have given Caitlin Clark praise. But the one thing I will say when it comes to Asia is the only thing you can really do to stop her is you have to get her to beat herself. Like, you actually can't stop her, but what you can do is you just got to force her into those pull-ups. And I know she can hit them. But she hits them at a much lower percentage than left, right, up, left-hand layups through contact where she can draw fouls. Force her into that mid-range pull-up game. She shoots it really well. She shoots those mid-range super well. It's the only thing you can do. You have to force Asia right, because when she goes right, she tends to pull up. It's like the LeBron scouting report from back in the day, where it's like you have to force him left because he pulls up. When he goes right, he drives. Heck, it's the exact Caitlin Clark scouting report. When she goes left, she's shooting. When she goes right, she's going head down. Actually, now, in fairness, she sometimes shoots going right because she's got that behind the back dribble back in her game, which she had all the time in college. So, but the one thing, she's never going to the basket if she goes left. That is the one issue. But yeah, so it is good to see Caitlin Clark talking about Asia in a positive way. Obviously, when has Caitlin Clark ever not talked about a player in a positive way? Let's be real, when has she never done that? But I will say Asia's going to be a tough player, and this is going to be a really tough matchup. You're facing against a team, an Aces team, and I still can't believe they made Asia Wilson wear a boot 48 hours ago. And like, I know people are like, it's out of precaution, but man, if you need to wear a walking boot out of precaution, this is not a 48. if you are back in 48 hours, you are not injured. Especially if you're back in 48 hours for a effectively meaningless game. Like, one of these two FIFA games are meaningless. Come back for the second one on Friday. Like, a 48-hour long injury where you're wearing a walking boot for one of the games. Man, that appears like it must be for show. Like, people talking about Angel recently faking injury when she needs her to get not needs, she's choosing to get surgery on her wrist instead of risking further injury. But yeah, we got A'ja Wilson out here. Realistically, probably just missing a game for rest against the New York Liberty. And of course, it's the game they weren't going to win with her. But yeah, it is a interesting game. I think for the Fever, I think their pace might be too much. The only problem is for the Aces that Kelsey Plum is hooping. Like, the Aces have not been good, but like A'ja Wilson and Kelsey Plum have been hooping. If you look at them against the Liberty, it took a huge shot from Leni Fibic at the end of the game to go and win that game. But like, this is a Aces team. Again, Fibic hit a massive three. Van der Sloot obviously struggled. Sabrina struggled. Jonquel Jones only shot the ball 4 times. Stewie was okay. But we've got Chelsea Gray going 1 of 7. Alicia Clark in a starting lineup. Gustafson going 2 of 5. But like Kelsey Plum going and giving you 25 points against the Liberty. I know it was on 70 shots, but she's going 5 of 10 from 3 is impressive. Jackie Young, I know she's only giving you 12 points. And by the way, can we just talk about how bad Jackie Young's been since the Olympics? Like, Jackie Young, 17, 11, 15, 2, 12. And she's had like games where she's barely taken a shot. Like, since the Olympic break, Jackie Young has had 8, 12, 15, 11, 3, 12, 8, 12, 6, 11. Like, she has been terrible. She has been terrible. And this is by Jackie Young's standard, obviously. This is by her standards. Like, she has played her way from all WNBA first team to she will not make an all WNBA team this year. She will not make one. And if she does, that is crazy. Like 16, 4, and 5 with her stats continuously dropping. Again, pretty good in defense. Has the occasional good old 14 assist game like she had here. But like, no, she's struggling. But thankfully, you got Kelsey Plum, who's giving you 27 and 25 in her last 2 games. Like 27 in that win against Connecticut was huge. She was their best player. After that game, she took off, I think just to get her head right. She was exceptionally good. Obviously, Kate Martin still not really giving you many minutes. And like, look, this was a full strength Liberty team, and you were down 20. Like, they were down near 20 at one stage in the third quarter, and they pulled it back. So I think it's gonna be tough for the Aces. It's gonna be tough for Fever because they don't have any matchup for A'ja Wilson. Like, the Fever could not guard. Genuinely, like, the Fever have not been able to guard. And Fee Collier is different because what Fee does is she just plays off the ball and makes cuts, and that team is harder to guard. But like, the Fever can't guard anybody. Like, they genuinely can't guard anyone. Except for sometimes Lexi Hall can guard people. I know Ryan Howard cooked her, but like, when Ryan Howard's hot, she never misses. So for Indiana, the key, you're not going to stop A'ja Wilson from scoring 25 points. A'ja Wilson is going to score 25 points against you. That is a given. She's going to score 25. The thing is, can you make it 25 on 25 shots? Or can you make it 25 on 14? Or is going to be 25 on 14 shots? It means the latter, you win the game. The former, you lose. Because they can't guard you in transition. Chelsea Gray can't move. I've been saying this since before the Olympic break, and now even Aces fans are saying it. Chelsea Gray cannot move. Tiffany Hayes is an all-out offensive player. We're going to see big Sydney Colson minutes in this game. We're going to see some Kate Martin minutes. Megan Gustafson can run up and down, in fairness to her. But like, Kia Stokes will not be able to guard anyone in this team. Kelsey Plum is not a good defender. She will not be able to guard Kelsey Mitchell. Chelsea Gray cannot guard Caitlin Clark. Alicia Clark, when she comes in the game, cannot guard these players. Lexi Hall will do a okay job on Kelsey Plum. Actually, what am I talking about? Kelsey Plum's going to be guarding. No, Kelsey Plum's going to be guarding Lexi Hull. What am I talking about? No, like, unless they want to put Jackie Young and Caitlin Clark. And if they put Jackie Young and Caitlin Clark, it takes her out of the offense. And they're not going to win a game with Jackie Young dropping 8 points. I don't know. I'm calling Fever to split this. I think Fever win. I think Fever win tomorrow. I think LA win on Friday. That's my prediction. Or not LA. Vegas win on Friday. That is my prediction.